It's one of the most recognised pieces of music in the world, the James Bond theme, and has captivated audiences for the last 50 years watching the exploits of this very British secret agent. And his creator, Ian Fleming, had just as interesting a life as the character he created. Born in London in 1908, Fleming became a journalist and worked for the Reuters news agency, but it was his service during the Second World War as assistant to the Director of Naval Intelligence in the Admiralty in London, privy to many state secrets that would be the inspiration for his spy novels. But where did his character get his name from? Fleming got that from one of his favourite books, Birds of the West Indies, written by American author James Bond, who Fleming met in later life, revealing he had stolen the man's name. In 1952 came Casino Royale, the first Bond adventure, which Fleming wrote in just 2 months. And every year after that, he would go on to write a new James Bond adventure, 14 in all, in the same way at his house Goldeneye in Jamaica. Today the movies are written by new writers, and 50 years on, James Bond is still as popular as ever, and Skyfall sees Bond's 23rd outing on the silver screen.
It's gone.
You both know what's at stake here.
There isn't much road left.
Take the bloody shot. What do you say about a man like that?
Daniel Craig plays the part of James Bond again after a 4-year hiatus and said he felt an attachment to this movie and producer Sam Mendes.
We talked about Live and Let Die being our first Bond movie we saw in the cinema. We talked about the early movies, we talked about Goldfinger, we talked about the mistakes, we talked about the great things, we talked all of these things. And I felt an immediate connection to somebody who had exactly the same enthusiasm and respect for it that I did.
And the award-winning actress Dame Judi Dench is back as Bond's boss M and says she feels a real responsibility about playing the role.
I certainly didn't expect to ever play M. I don't think I realised how much of a responsibility it was when I was playing Goldeneye that the character had changed sex. I didn't think I realised how important it was. It wasn't until the film came out that I realised that it was female M, you know. So you feel very, very responsible.
It's fast-paced action all the way in this latest Bond adventure and sees the return of Q, the quartermaster. Arming Bond with all his gadgets, he's played by young actor Ben Whishaw.
He's the new breed, really, of intelligence. I mean, it's terrifying, really, and I think this is why it's such an exciting film, is that it's largely conducted through cyberspace and cyber kind of warfare. And the new Q is a sort of computer genius, one of only 6 people in the world of certain knowledge.
Skyfall sees a lot more of M as her past comes back to haunt her, and her relationship with Bond is pushed further than ever before. Huge set pieces, stunts galore, and the usual bevy of beautiful women and backdrops from around the world sees Bond well and truly back, and may it continue for another 50 years.